In this question, we're asked to write 6 over root 3 in the form a root b, where a and b are integers. So this topic here, or this part of the question, is essentially wanting us to rationalize the denominator. Okay, so to get rid of the surd on the bottom, on the denominator, we do that by multiplying top and bottom by the denominator. So we times top and bottom by root 3 over root 3. Okay, so multiplying fractions, I multiply top by top, bottom by bottom. 6 times root 3 is 6 root 3, or 6 lots of root 3. And on the bottom, I have root 3 times root 3, root 3 times root 3, which is root 9, which is just 3. Okay, so root 3 times root 3 is just 3. I'm now going to simplify this case, so 6 over 3 makes 2, so I have 2 root 3. And it's really, guys, as simple as that. And the reason why this works is because I'm timesing the fraction by 1, but I'm writing 1 in this case as root 3 over root 3. So I'm not actually changing the value of it. Okay. So because root 3 over root 3 just gives you 1, and timesing anything by 1, okay, is just itself. Okay, so it doesn't actually change. Okay, so the actual numerical value here doesn't actually remains unchanged. But what I mean is, I've gotten rid of the surd on the bottom. Okay, I've wrote it in a bit of like a neater way. Now some might argue saying, well, root 3 is not a neat number, and that is true. Okay, but I've gotten rid of the surd on the bottom. Okay, and the reason is because obviously thousands of years ago, actually, obviously before we had obviously computers and like calculators, okay, this was done because dividing by a surd was very tricky. So working out 2 root 3 is easier than doing 6 divided by root 3, okay, if that makes sense. Okay, so not that either of them are easy, like in that respect, but it's easier to estimate your answer, okay, with 2 root 3 rather than 6 divided by a surd. Okay, because if you think how on earth do I work out how many times does root 3 go into 6? Okay, I mean, there are little ways now that I can like manipulate it. Okay, but imagine, we were in like the BC or whatever you want to call it, okay, or the AC or whatever you believe in, okay, like thousands of years ago, okay. Essentially, this process is done, okay, to just make it like look a bit neater, if that makes sense. It doesn't actually change the value. So 6 over root 3 is exactly the same value as 2 root 3. Okay, I'm just writing it in like a slightly neater form, if that makes sense. Okay, I hope that makes sense.